A very good day to you. Welcome to Herman Manyora's YouTube channel. My name is Jadiel Kabir. I'm glad that you're joining us for political conversation. Conversations which I usually say are simple, unbiased, truthful. Prof puts them as hard-hitting. I'm joined by him, Professor Herman Manyora. Thank you for making time for us today.
Thank you, Jad.
How are you doing, though?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh, full of spirit, full of life, and thanking God.
We all know the manifestos of everyone.
I've looked at the manifestos.
The political mood in the country is heightening up.
I know. And when we say things, some people attack us. They don't know we know what we are talking about.
Even your Saturday's video.
Yeah, we know what we are talking about.
Calling it textbook manifesto from William Ruto.
Textbook manifesto. You read in a Form 2 book, Form 2 economics.
Not well thought of, you say?
Yeah, you identify some of the challenges and possible solutions. They are in textbooks.
Now, he gave out the clearest indication yet that he's going to go after Uhuru Kenyatta's government and probably Uhuru Kenyatta himself, planning to form 8 tribunals, task forces, review panels to reverse some of Mr. Kenyatta's policy. Is he justified to do this? This is the first time you're actually seeing a regime going after a regime. Is he justified?
Running government, and if your way of running government, in the unlikely event he wins, or if he wins, if your way of running government is to go for your predecessor, then that will be your style. Not many people do that.
Some would say
that will be your style. We can't blame you, because when you take over power, you have certain intentions and you have a style you use, ways you are going to do things. If one way you think which is very good for you is to go after Uhuru Kenyatta, that is your style. That's good for you.
Because they are alleging
people
that
don't do that, but if you think it's a good thing to do, why not?
Some would wonder, he's been the deputy president for 10 years. That's why I'm asking, is he justified to do this while still he was part of the government? You know what?
When I was in primary school, there's a book we enjoyed reading. There was a story in it. Mtego wa panya kuingia waliomo na wasiokuoma.
Okay.
If any serious tribunal is established in this country, to go after graft between Uhuru and Ruto, hiyo mtego itashika nani?
You tell me. You tell me. Ruto. He will be the president.
Because Ruto, in the category of people the French call nouveaux G, I don't know how to pronounce it, nouveau riche or something like that. The new money, people with the new money, who have acquired wealth yesterday. And most of this wealth, of course, has been acquired in not so decent ways. So if there is any serious tribunal about corruption and bad deals in the country, who will go first? Ruto or Uhuru? It is Ruto, because Ruto is the new rich with the new money. Uhuru has old money. It was made long time ago.
Okay.
And you can't point a finger to Uhuru Kenyatta.
Some would have said
you may go into history and look at his father, but his father has been dead from 1978. Will you take him to court if there's anything? And Uhuru, let me tell people in this country, they refuse to listen to Manyora. Listen to Manyora. Uhuru belongs to the category of Kenyans who have had enough time to cover their tracks. Yes.
You cannot find anything on him.
You can't. You will not.
You're
wasting your time.
When you look at the case
people
of South
like
Africa.
Nyachai, the Biwots, that category of Kenyans, they have had enough time. They could see it coming. They could see the world was changing. That we are going to a world where thieves will be arrested, where stealing public money will be easy. Let me tell people like Nyachai and Biwot, the Uhurus, they pay their taxes to the cent. Their books are done by the best international experts. I have evidence. I had friends of mine working for Biwot. I know how Nyachai worked. I know the Uhurus. They have the best accountants the world can produce. Their books are clean. You can't get them. And I'm not saying they have not stolen, but I'm saying you won't. So if you set any serious tribunal to catch thieves in this country, when do you utakuwa kwanza? William Ruto. Because you belong to the new people who came in a hurry also to get their share like others. But those others you are taking after have had enough time to look at where the world is going and have covered their tracks.
Look at what
yours. You are crude because uko na haraka unaingiza kwa kuki jao.
Ndindi Nyoro said this. The problem is that the president and his allies have over the last 10 years made policies and decisions to benefit his enterprise. Just like the Guptas in South Africa, everything has been choreographed to benefit the private businesses of those in power. Are we going to see the same situation with Jacob Zuma? Some said he was president, he knows how to evade some of these tribunals and still got jailed.
I'm
Is
telling
this what
you,
is going
Jacob
to
Zuma
happen?
is a village president. Uhuru has been in power for... The Uhuru... I'm not saying Uhuru Kenyatta. I'm giving you a category of Kenyans. I've mentioned 2, 3, I can add more. They are there. These people who made their money in the 60s and 70s, all the money in our context, they could see the world changing. If you follow Uhuru Kenyatta, what Uhuru Kenyatta is doing business? Are you going to jail somebody for doing business? He may influence government policies to favor his business, but that's not criminal.
So you're saying you cannot have a government
criminal.
without private interests invested in the government?
You can. I'm telling you, the Uhurus of this country, and there are many, there are a sizable number of people. Their money is clean, if you wish. Their ways are clean. You can't touch them. If Uhuru is doing things to... if government policies and even laws are geared towards benefiting NCBA, Brookside, and the rest of these things he's doing, it's not criminal.
So you think... Do you think...
You can see the politics is being used, the power of state is being used to smoothen his way in business. But it's not criminal.
I'm asking...
Yet you, the things you have done yesterday, the money you have, you can't explain how you have billions you made 2, 3 years ago. The deals you have done with the government. Kina Uhuru waliwacha kufanya business na government kitambo. They don't do business with government.
Doesn't Ruto know that for him to come
That's
up
why I'm wondering,
this?
mtego wa panya, kuingia waliomo, na wasiokuomo.
What is the possibility?
Story.
What is the possibility that this might just be political for Ruto's side, just to show that he's not part of government?
If it is politics, it's stupid politics.
Why
Because
so?
now, you see, Uhuru has his owners, and I've said this to you many times.
Yeah.
Sasa ukianza kuchokora Uhuru na hujashika, si Wakikuyu watashikana, sema mtu anataka kumaliza mtu yetu. So you are losing votes. And I've told you, and I hope people are telling Ruto, instead of people listening to me and getting something from what I'm saying and even helping Ruto, they say Manyora is bad. I am telling you, Ruto will lose the election. But people lose the election.
Okay.
And he's a gentleman. He will accept defeat. He will not like it, but nobody likes defeat. And there's some pain and agony, the so-called grief of losing an election. It is there. I know it myself. Okay. Let me tell you this. What will break Ruto will not be that he has lost the election. Mark this, Jad.
What will break him then if not losing?
The number of Kikuyus who will vote for Raila. That will kill him. And now he's increasing the number. You think this thing I've seen Daily Nation headline. What is it saying? Uhuru what? Ruto
to jail, was it to jail?
Ruto something, my friend. You are losing votes.
But you know, with all honesty, we've been talking about Uhuru and how he'll help Raila and how these people will turn against Ruto. But up to now, 38, 37 days to the polls, we haven't seen the ground shifting.
What do you mean the ground not shifting?
For Uhuru, not for Martha, but for Uhuru. The situation.
To shift how? Uhuru, how does it? How would the ground shift? Uhuru is not looking for power.
Then how are you? Why are you saying if he goes after Uhuru, things might shift?
Uhuru has his people. The people will protect Uhuru.
How so? I'm trying to get you because...
This story here, that you want to jail our son, my friend. This story is very good to the ears of young people. You don't know the impact it has on an average Kikuyu who is over 45 years, 50 years. And those are the people who vote.
They say our son.
This thing will destroy him. It will destroy Ruto. Among elder Kikuyus. Anasema atafunga Uhuru. Haka kamutu. Wataanza kusema kabodo gaka. Haka kamutu. Blunder. Yet you and I know he can't do that. Systems don't work like that. The moment you land into power, that's why you know it's very stupid. That's why you defend somebody. You die with him, then he gets power. Then he goes to bed with the other people. People never understand why.
Oh, the way Uhuru did with Raila.
Yes. People don't understand why. Then that's how it works. Because the moment you get power, you realize you need that power. And you need those people to help you maintain yourself in that power. You don't need the people who put you in power. No, those ones you don't need. They have celebrated enough, and a few of them you have given jobs. The people you need are the people on the opposite side.
Is it high time?
And them now, they are also saying, okay, since we have been defeated, let's do business with this guy. Scratch my back.
Scratch yours.
Business as. That's why government is business as usual. That's why nobody can bring any change when they take over government.
Matiang'i says all this is because the police did not give Ruto procurement for vests and I think machinery, and that's why. Is it high time Uhuru comes up?
We have no idea.
With Ruto? Is it high
How do
time?
we know? Why can Matiang'i table the evidence? Tulitaka uniform, alitaka tukamkataza. Kataka boots, this is evidence. There must be evidence. You can't just talk hot air, but for politics it's good. Again, Matiang'i could just be talking politics.
We can never know.
It could be true, it could be politics.
Yeah.
But the idea of Ruto saying, even insinuating, that he can go after Uhuru, it will hurt him.
Now, he has also said that he will reverse some SGR contracts. This is quite contrary to what Raila Odinga is proposing. Raila is for administrative continuity. This is what the government has been doing. Where we don't want to start afresh. We will continue, but for Deputy President, as you can see, so many things he plans to start afresh, from even the economy, bottom up, not trickle down. What will work for Kenyans?
No, Raila has been around for a long time. He's a more realistic politician. He knows what can work, what cannot work. Let me tell you this. You cannot defeat a system. I have repeated this. People don't seem to understand, including you, Jad. You can't beat a system. You cannot defeat a system. No.
There's an order.
Yes, the order of things. You can't destroy that order. You can't defeat the order. There's only one way of defeating the system. You bring it down through a revolution. Is Ruto intent on a revolution?
He has his freedom.
If he wants to bring a revolution in this country, I can even support him. Yeah, I'm a revolutionary. I would change this country if I was in charge. So if he wants to change this country through a revolution, I'm his disciple. Honestly, I'll follow Ruto. But is he prepared for that? Can you even imagine? Can he himself survive the revolution?
What is that typical?
The first revolution we start, the first thing we do, all these billionaires who have stolen our money, we will deal with them. That's where we shall start. Like Jerry Rawlings. We may not killing them like Jerry, but we shall start there. So if you have billions, come here and account for them. If you stay in Karen, Lamiro, come and tell us how you bought that house. Nobody can explain, I've told you.
Isn't that
just one or two people. The rest can't.
Isn't that the reason for all these tribunals, 8 tribunals? Isn't that the reason?
Sasa sitafunga hao wenyewe.
Yeah?
Honestly, can Ruto tell me how he made his billions? I've always covered him and protected him. And say they are attacking Ruto because they are seeing nobody joining them. Why is he entering the room and he wants to sit on the table? This is our table. Not because they are clean, no. Established thieves don't want new thieves.
So you say this will backfire on him?
It will backfire on him. It will injure him badly. And I have told you, let me repeat. You cannot catch Uhuru with anything. Zero. You can see government policies. You can see some laws put in place. Some policy directives, what have you, to favor his companies. That favor his companies. Favor what venture, the Kenyatta family and the rest of those ventures. But it's not, you won't find anything criminal.
Isn't that because...
These people saw this thing coming long time ago. They saw the world changing. And they stopped stealing crudely, leaving it to the new people to steal crudely. Uhuru Kenyatta cannot steal crudely. No.
Don't you think he's in that situation because there's no regime that has gone after him? He has been friends with governments, the Kenyatta family. Yes. And this time round, if Ruto takes over, the presidency is not going to be on his side.
That has given him time to do the things he needs to do. The peace, the environment, to develop the Kenyatta empire. And to cover their tracks whatever they needed to, if they needed to. You know, I must be very clear, because I know English. If there's anything they did, they have had enough time to cover themselves. You who has come and you want to join them on the table with riches, you have stolen in a crude way. You will be caught. They will not be caught. Tufate Ruto, tufate Mudavadi,
Yeah.
tufate Raila, tufate Uhuru Kenyatta, tuanze kuwafata. Mtu wa kwanza kuingia atakuwa Ruto. Jela. Next, Mudavadi atampata. By the time unafika ukina Raila na Uhuru, they have covered their tracks. You can't get them. I'm not saying they have not stolen.
Yeah.
No, but I know enough to know what has been going on. The people with the old families, people with old money, first of all, they made enough when things were very easy. Secondly, they transformed what had been acquired, perhaps crudely, into highly formalized enterprises. Highly formalized enterprises. With everything documented, accounting, auditing, taxes, crack. You need similar amount of time and a similar environment for you to cleanse your business and your money. So you are the one who will be caught.
Say we're not going to see Uhuru in jail anytime soon.
What? How can you get to Uhuru? Even with a penny stolen, you will not touch Uhuru. Because he has not stolen a penny. He can't. People may say, oh, gee, relatives work, but not him. That's your problem. And even those relatives, even they are making some little money from government, not to give Uhuru. Uhuru has enough and the business is making billions per day.
As we wrap up, maybe the big conversation is not even necessarily corruption, but governments being influenced, like things like building bridges initiative, money is being put there that were not supposed to be there. Maybe this is what Ruto wants to go
BBI
for.
is not step capture. BBI is an attempt to address the ills that face this country. We must admit that things are not going well in this country. Kenya is not where it ought to be. And we are in a bondage because of politics. BBI, handshake BBI was an attempt to address our politics so that our economy can go, so that everything else can go well. Whether you like it or not, you'll soon come, even if you get state power today, you become president. You realize unless you address the politics of this country, even the economic so-called revolution will not work. So BBI is not state capture. State capture is, forget about even state capture, is, you could talk of crony capitalism.
Okay.
The sort of capitalism we are running across the world is one where capitalists, industrialists, businessmen, big businessmen, make money with government. That's it.
And
You can call it what you want to call it.
And you say you can't catch Uhuru if you...
You can't, not him. You'll catch new people with new money. Watu wameanza chokora hapa na kupata vishilingi viwili vitatu na kuanza kujanga vinyumba hapa Karen sijui nini. Hao ndio utashika. Hata hiyo mabati ilitoka wapi? Kumbe simiti ya kujenga nyumba yake ilitoka hii government cement factory, what do you call it? And the records are there, ulipatiwa ya bure. You can't get Uhuru and inaitwa Blue Triangle ama wapi East African Portlands where government has shares kuchukua simiti ya jenge. No, they went beyond that. They are highly formal in what they do. Highly insulated against anything you want to look for.
Okay.
And I'm not saying they are good. Just to end up state capture, if you wish to call it that, is how a capitalist system works. The big businesses do business with government.
Can't do anything about it.
Some, like in America, even send the country to war so that the arms industry may not stagnate, so that people may continue producing arms. Enda huko Congo, wacha watu wapigane. Enda Yemen na wapi.
Supply.
Watu wapigane vita kali miaka 5 na vita ikipoa miaka 3 wanauliza president, wewe unataka tukule wapi? That is how capitalism works.
Let's wrap the conversation with that. Well, thank you so much for tuning in into a political conversation. Uhuru probably ain't going to jail anytime soon, and well, we'll see how these things unfold, but until we do have these conversations, remember to subscribe. That has been Herman Manyora for you. My name is Jael Kibero. Have yourself a lovely rest of your day.